I got here, I call it my bucket list hunt. It takes place in Indiana. And y'all stay tuned to the end of the show because I got a question I want to ask y'all. So let me show you this hunt here I got right here. It's called my bucket list hunt. Hey, I'm in a new state that I've never hunted before. This is Indiana. I pulled in here this morning, drove last night, got here pretty close and come on in here this morning, drove around, seen a couple pretty good deer just riding around on the place. But I found me a boat ramp. I'm gonna put my boat in here. One thing about a boat, I can get away from a lot of people. As you see, there's nobody here at the boat ramp. You know, there's nobody here. But the front's coming through. I think it was like 36 degrees this morning. It's supposed to get colder all day and get in the low 20s tonight and in the teens the next night. So, got some good weather. That cold weather keeps a lot of folks off this river too. You know, you run into them duck hunters, but hey, let's load our stuff up and we'll see what we can find here. Hey, there's a couple things about hunting this river. Always mark your spot where the boat ramp is, because when it gets dark, things look totally different. It could be a little bit foggy or something like that too. It can make it very hard to find. What I'm gonna do on this block here is it runs a river a couple miles, so I'm gonna go all the way to the upper end of it and start working my way back. So I pulled over here. I'm gonna get out and just sort of just hit the ground scouting. I got several good days of cold weather, so I'm not gonna find the first spot and climb. I've been to scout and find 3 or 4, see what I can find, and then go back and hunt the best spot. But that's a lot of what I like doing is hunting. When I hunt these rivers like that, I ain't seen nobody. There wasn't nobody at the boat ramp. I've done come up this river a couple miles, I hadn't seen nobody on the bank. And this river is a natural barrier. These deer, they will cross it, but generally they're not going to unless something pushes them, or they really want on the other side. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna tie my boat off here and I'm just gonna go up the bank and go look around here a little bit. It's about 1:30. I'm gonna get out because tomorrow everything ought to be right. If it's not raining too hard, that'd be the only thing. It's supposed to be northwest in the morning, northeast. It's supposed to be northeast in the morning. I'm gonna get out and go ahead and set my set up yonder in the bend of the river up there where I got a picture of a good deer and where I seen a good deer the other day. I'm gonna go over here and look because it's supposed to ship out of the northwest tomorrow evening. I'm gonna go look at a spot and see if I can get on the outside of this because northwest is gonna be blowing it sort of down the river, so I want to get out. See if I can get out some of the farthest trees out from the river. Maybe it'll be blowing down the side of it and it'll be coming up down it. See if I can get it cheating the wind. So I'm gonna get out and do a little scouting. I know where I'm gonna put my stand up yonder, but I may move his stand here right out there. It's done warmed up. It might be alright late this season when it cools off a little bit, but temperature's done warmed up in the 50s. It's pretty warm. I know I still got all these clothes on. I'm gonna shed them when I get out here, but basically when it's warm like this, hey, plan for the next day or two, especially when it's the next 2 or 3 days is when if I'm gonna kill a big one, it's gonna be then. Because everything's lining up just right. The rut's on, getting a good front coming in. I always like hunting when you get a double-digit temperature change, and that's coming tomorrow. So tomorrow I think is really gonna be the day. So I'm gonna get all my ducks in a row and really try getting at it. So let's get down, let's go do it. Boys, winds start to pick up. The temperature is starting to drop. You can feel it. It's supposed to drop all day. If this wind holds out of the north, it's supposed to hold to 2 or 3 o'clock. This blowing just right down the creek here. This is perfect. This ought to be the day. I just feel good about it. I'm in a good spot. Now that wind blowing, I like to come behind this bank here. Stay out of the wind. So, let's just hang tight. Just going to set it out and see what happens. time to get up and get going this morning. 16 degrees. They show it's supposed to be 12, but 16 is still pretty cold. I think today's gonna be the day though. Just had to get up here and get going here. Wasn't too bad sleeping in the truck here last night. It just, like I said, a little chilly. Look out the windows frosted up. But, hey, let's get going. Everybody's come walking up around the edge of the river here. Look at this strip of trees. You can see they run down the side. You see there's a narrow spot right there in the field. You can see right there. You can see right in there. But there's something that's coming around right through here. Coming around the side of this. All the way. It's just a little narrow strip that they come in and come upside the river here. The wind's blowing this way. I got just enough. I'm hoping it's northwest. That's the way it was yesterday evening, northwest. I'm hoping I have a good rain. My stand's just right up here. Let's just get in here and see. I've seen a lot of deer right here. So, there's more this morning. I still got a pretty good wind. It's blowing. As long as it stays a little bit constant. I feel real good about today. As long as that wind don't go back that way, because I feel like it's gonna come right up the tree. Stay inside that levee out of the wind. So, just waiting to see what happens. Usually, double digit temperature change. It was 43 here this morning. I think it was 10 degrees when I left to pick up a while ago. So that's way more than double digit. But maybe today's the day, hopefully. This dang wind done shifted on me. It's punching through coming from the river. Blowing right to where I want them to come from. Just kept prime. Moved out of 12 to 2 today. I ain't know he was sitting there with the freaking wind blowing right the way you think he's coming. I got another spot right out the bend. I think I can get around, turn my wind, get my wind right. So I think I better move down there and get my stuff and walk around there. It's about a half a mile. I'm wasting my time sitting there with the wind blowing right to where the deer's coming from. I've got to set up here again. There's the levee right behind me. And there's all kind of tracks of it in the snow. The wind's blowing this way. I'm hoping I can shoot here and here before they get to me. So hopefully it ain't a buck and a doe. Doe come through first. He's gonna bust me, but there's a trail out in front of me between here and the river too. I just have a brush pile where they hold up next to the river. But I feel like they're gonna run right behind me. There's all kind of tracks right there, and it's gonna be close. But it seems like they hold to that tight stuff. So maybe we'll get a big buck come roaming through here and shoot him right close. freezed it. There's my Indiana bucket list buck. He's not the biggest buck, but he's a standpoint. Must did him a little higher, something broke him down. That wolf dafflin put a whooping on him. Grab his coat. Let's go get down and get him. He ain't going nowhere. Oh, look here. Here's my Indiana buck. He's not bad. He's really bigger than I thought he was. I guess that big body had me fooled on his horns. But he's a good deer. Let me get him cleaned up here and turned around here. Look at him, look at him. Look at the mass on this son guy. He ain't got very long points, but he got good mass on him. On both sides. That's my Indiana buck. That's my bucket list. I want to kill a buck in as many states as I can. Different states. It's the first time I ever hunted Indiana. I scouted a day, now I hunted 3 days. This is the biggest one I've seen. I've got a picture of some pretty good ones. But I come up down the river and scouted and found these places. Now we got some dang bad cold weather. It's freezing but cold today. But hey, look at him. That's a pretty deer. My bucket list buck got Indiana checked off. Now we gotta get him out of here. I call that hunt a bucket list hunt because on my bucket list, I want to take an animal in as many states as I can. So the question I want to ask y'all is, hey, what's y'all's bucket list? What's y'all's dream hunt you want to go on before you kick the bucket? I want to know what y'all's opinion. What's the best species, the best state that everybody out there sort of wants to go on. Because y'all, I'm 53, and I never really thought about it till I hit about 50. Y'all always looked at, well, 50, you probably on top of the hill, you're on the downhill side. But think about it. What's 50? 50 is half 100. So you better back it up to about 40. 40 is half of 80. You might better back it up to 35, y'all. So that's half of 70. So get out there and do your bucket list. Pick your state, pick your species that you really want to do. Hey, get out there and do it, y'all. Because I heard Randy Newberger make a statement one time that is so true. You're going to run out of health before you run out of wealth. So y'all young guys out there, they say, hey, I can't afford to go out west and do an elk hunt or go to Midwest and do a deer hunt. I've got a wife and kids at home. Hey, do a little extra jobs. Make a little extra money somehow and do it while you can really enjoy it. Because I really want to encourage you. I've been very fortunate and got to do a lot of out west hunts when I was younger. And I'm glad I did, because I can go sit in the tree stand all day. But there's some in the mountains I can't get up like I used to. They're not near as fun to get out there and climb and do like I used to when I was younger. Hey, hope you like the show. Give us a thumbs up and like. But subscribe. Because my goal with this show, with Daniel and these other guys that's doing this, I want to encourage y'all to get out here and do a lot of these hunts while you're in health and while you can do them. Oh, got a turkey coming up, so I better get back to my hunting. We'll see you next time on More Do It Yourself Hunter.